Hey guys, J-Man here for another Spawn review. Today we're talking about the Scorched, number 12. Nice cover. This is going to get a very high grade, so just to give you a heads up, I'm going to grade this using my space technique. Space is story, pacing, artistry, characters, and enjoyment. Each one of those categories gets a score between 0 for bad, 2 for amazing. So 0 to 2. So if a comic book gets a 1 on every category, that gives you a 5 out of 10, right? And 5 out of 10 means it was a good comic. 6 means it was pretty good. 7 means it was really good. 8's like, wow. 9, 10, right? So that's how it goes. The space system that I've developed basically rates comic books against themselves and their peers. So we don't review the Scorched and compare it to V for Vendetta or something, or Watchmen or something like that, right? Let's say if Watchmen is 10 out of 10. If this gets a 10 out of 10, then I'm not saying this is better than Watchmen. Same thing for the categories. If I give the art a perfect score of 2 out of 2, that doesn't mean that Jack Kirby and Neil Adams and Todd McFarlane and all, and you know, Jim Lee, that doesn't mean all these guys are now trash and this art is the best. What it means is a perfect score in a category means that for this comic, in this series, everything came together. That's how we review these books. I do it for movies and shows and all that other stuff. So it just makes it a little bit more fair. It also means that a 5 out of 10 means it was okay, right? It did everything okay and it was a fun book. I don't like where people are like, oh, this is trash, or this is, you know, awesome, or the best ever, or what. It doesn't work that way. It could get a high score. This is going to get a high score, I'm telling you right now. But it's going to get a high score because as a Scorched book continuing the story in the Spawn universe, it's awesome. That's why it's going to get it. So let's talk about the story. I'm giving it 2 out of 2 for story, man. Okay, so last issue, they always give you like a recap down here. So last issue, the Scorched team was captured by Curse while medieval Spawn was in limbo trying to earn the trust of Soul Crusher. That was last issue. So here's where we are now. Look at freaking Curse is awesome. All right. I love this story here where they're basically Curse. You get a little bit of his backstory, which was freaking cool, really cool. And it's going back between medieval Spawn and Soul Crusher, and then Curse and his captors. So, not his captors. What am I saying? The guys that he's captured, the Scorched team. I love this back and forth in this book. I think it was done amazing. Pacing, I'm giving it a 2 out of 2. I read this. I was like, no, it can't be over. I need more. So that's a great paced book. It's very fast. It's $2.99 American, and it's the best value you're gonna get for $2.99. I bought other comics this week, including Action Comics, which is $4.99 American. I don't think that's a great value at all. Superman is obviously my favorite character of all time. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be buying these books. But I'll always buy a Superman comic. So let's talk about the art. I'm going to give the art, I'm going to give it a 1.5. I'm going to give it a 1.5. I'm not giving it a perfect score. I'm really close to giving it a perfect score. I do like this, like some of these pages are really nice. It's a bit panel-y, right? But the panels are a little bit more interesting than normal, right? So it's not just your generic panels. There are some nice pages, like, you know, that's a nice page, right? So you got a few splash pages in there. I thought there was a double. I can't remember if it's, yeah, this is like sort of like almost a double. So not too bad. Like that's nice too, right? But yeah, I'm going to stick with 1.5. Great art. So it's above average art for this kind of book. Again, I'm not saying this is Jack Kirby level or something, right? We're not comparing. We're talking about Scorched versus other comics in Spawn's universe, okay? Plus other Scorched issues. Characters, I'm giving the friggin' characters a 1.5. I like all these characters. Soul Crusher is like not there, but Curse is like freaking way up, man. This guy's awesome. Medieval Spawn is badass. She Spawn's awesome. So almost a perfect score for characters here in this issue. Soul Crusher, not as big. Haunt, like he's okay. Gunslinger's one of my faves. So yeah, Really high marks for characters, and for enjoyment, I'm giving it a 2 out of 2. I'm giving this a friggin' 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Scorched is an amazing series. All the Spawn comics are amazing. They're absolutely my favorite of the comics I'm collecting right now. I'm so happy I got back into Spawn. It's really just kind of changed the way I viewed comic book day. And because they've got one a week, which is so smart, every week I'm like, oh, I gotta get to the shop and get that next book. I can't friggin' wait for Batman Spawn. Man, I'm gonna just read the crap out of it. I'll probably buy a few copies of that, different covers. But yeah, let me know what you thought about the Scorched, man. I thought it was just awesome. We do a Spawn stream where we have people come on and talk about Spawn. So we try to do one of those every so often. There should be one coming up somewhat soon. And we're going to see where we're going to get on that one. So look out for that. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm close to 1,000. I really want to get there if I possibly can. I do a lot of live streams as well, comic book stuff, comic related things. But yeah. Anyways, guys, Scorched, man, I love this issue. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.